Hello tribe, welcome back to my channel. Good evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you're at. This reading was suggested by the Tarot Clinic in the old voting poll that I've posted some time ago. And I am very big on communication, talking to one another to get to the bottom of things. But in this reading, I'm going to be very open-minded. Sometimes people move, sometimes people lose connection, sometimes people lose contacts. There are various of different situations. Maybe the person that you're asking about is not on this earth anymore. So use your discernment when listening to this reading to see if this is your message. I would not want to confuse you here today. And if it's not, leave it for someone else. Now, today we are choosing from the Pages of Swords. The Page of Swords in the first deck, which is the Urban Tarot on your left, is right here. Get a good look. The Page of Swords from the Super Lunaris deck is in the middle. And the Page of Swords from the Tarot of the Angels is on your right. If you need some more time, stop the video right here and I'll see you in timestamps. Hello tribe, pile number one. If you skipped the intro, I just want to repeat myself one more time. If this is someone that you still have contact with, I would highly suggest communicating to one another and getting to the bottom of things. Communication is a key in any relationship. Now, I understand that some people may have lost contact or they're asking about someone who maybe is not on this earth anymore. So let's go. Let's see. What is something that was left unsaid? In order not to confuse you, first of all, I would like to tap into the situation and see what we are getting, so you can tell if that's something that has happened in your situation or it is something that is not connected to you at all. We have the Three of Cups. Sorry, let me just adjust the wires of the mic. Pile number one, people, let's see. The Four of Swords. And Death. Now, there are a couple of scenarios here. One thing that I'm seeing, before you lost communication with this person, there was a very important gathering, a party, some sort of social event, a birthday, an engagement that you either both were part of or that person was part of, and it was big. A big birthday party, wedding, engagement, big occasion, or social gathering that was very memorable for you. In a lot of cases for pile number one, I'm seeing that the person that you're asking about, they may not be on this earth anymore. So for a lot of people in pile number one, you probably are asking about your beloved deceased. So we have two stories here, or maybe this is two in one, where before this person passed away, someone has attended a social setting, or right after this person passed away, someone was celebrating their life, honoring them. For some others of you, if you're asking about someone who is living, that social setting was important. Maybe that's when or after that, after going out somewhere together, your communication stopped. So let's get into it. Let's see. What was left unsaid? Okay, this is pretty straightforward. One thing that I'm seeing here, this person, I'm gonna just speak as if they were speaking to you. Now, remember that this can always be vice versa. This can be that you acted that way, not them. So please use your discernment. Hear what I'm seeing. I'm hearing someone say, I did not see, at the time, I did not see how much of the control I had over something. I did not acknowledge my coldness, my cold behavior, or my controlling behavior. Or I didn't recognize how much you felt it, or how you were involved in a situation that wasn't very loving, that was coming from ego or from pride from one particular person. This person acknowledges that there was some sort of hidden information as well, something that wasn't spoken, something that wasn't said, or something that was taken overboard. What they would like to say to you, whatever the relationship this was, around the time when your connection broke off, the acknowledging that it wasn't as loving as it could have been, and someone was super cold because he chose to be. Someone chose to be direct, straightforward, not super compassionate. I'm getting coldness coming through here. Now, what they want to say here, they encourage you to communicate with a person or couple of people in your life who support you in your endeavors. They're saying, I'm really rooting for your craft. Would it be your career, your hobby, some sort of maybe artistic expression? This person really wants to highlight some sort of talent that you have. But in order to have that talent, we gotta work on our skill. And they acknowledge that you are very determined to achieve something. And as if they are the silent, the quiet fans of yours. There is someone that you've met or you will meet who's going to be a really good companion for you. And this person could be somehow connected to your work, your projects. Maybe this is someone who helps you on a side, who supports you. This person is saying you should focus. It's like an advice coming through, more so than a message from them to you. They really want you to focus on what you're good at. And they're kind of proud of you, how far you've come. You dedicated, you determined, you put in work, and you love what you do. They're saying it's important to focus on what you love doing. You might not know where that takes you just yet. Some of you are already seeing results, but it's going to be quite an exciting journey. They also see here that you might be in connection with someone. I don't know if this is a friendship or romantic relationship, and it's a very strong support that is being highlighted here. Keep seeking for strong support from people. You deserve it. You're supposed to have strong support in your life. That is really, really important. Someone is also acknowledging here how strong you've become after your communication ended, how strong you became. Either some people started working out, some people started doing something, maybe like an active hobby of some sorts, say for example hiking or anything like that. They are acknowledging this. It suits you. It suits your spirit, they're saying. Anything that has left unsaid here? Anything that was left unsaid here for pile number 1, people? Yeah, remember how I talked about the cold energy? I keep getting it here every time I pull cards. Someone was alone in solitude around the time when your communication ended. And it feels like that solitude had to happen. I was keeping myself away from people or a person. I was isolating myself or not talking enough for a reason that was intentional. Now, I don't know what exactly the intention was behind that, but they keep highlighting that was intentional. Someone also may have on purpose pushed someone away. Now this reminds me, if we're talking about someone who has passed away already, this reminds me of people who are already on their deathbeds and they pass away once someone leaves the room, because they do not want that person to witness that. They themselves, they couldn't pass away because there was still someone around and they needed solo time in order to leave. And that was their thing. I've seen it witnessed many times. So that would be a situation too. If that is the case, and if you feel bad that you couldn't make it, or you couldn't make to the you couldn't make it to the hospital, or around the time when they were really sick, or they were on their last thread, they really want you to know that you were not supposed to make it there. And I'm talking to a very specific group of people here. For those who are asking about the living, this person purposely acted in a way, for some of you, that wasn't very nice. Quite cold, in order to push you away, in order to break the communication. Because something hasn't worked before, so they've chosen that path. This very much correlates to the side right here. This person is also saying, if only I could have spent more time doing things that I loved, doing things that I was passionate about. That is why I am telling you about and highlighting your work, your passions, what you really want to spend your energy and time on, because that's something that I wanted to do. That's something that I could have been a little bit better at. And it's not about work itself, it's about the passions. It's about the drive. It's about what I wanted to do, but maybe I didn't have enough time to do it. Okay? So I truly hope that this made sense, pile number one. If you need more content, you can find me on Patreon as usual, or join me on my main channel. Everything is down in the description, that can't speak anymore, in the description below. And I hope you have a beautiful week. Bye for now. Hello, pile number two. In case someone skipped the intro, I just wanted to say I am big on communication. So if you have contact with this person still, their details, talk to one another. Okay? It's all about communication. Now, I understand that some people might have lost contact with a person, various of different things happen in life, or maybe someone is asking about someone who crossed over. So first thing first, we're gonna check in and see what I am picking up about this relationship in general, so you can determine if this is your reading or this is someone else's. Please do not push a reading to suit your situation. So let's go. Let's see. What do we need to know about this? What do we need to know about this pile number two? Seven of Swords, Five of Swords, and the Six of Wands. Okay, I feel like I want one more card. Now, this is an interesting one, to say the least. I'm just gonna see someone, because I don't know if this is you or them. I'm seeing someone who would say, I will do anything in order to achieve my goals. If I'll have to climb over people's heads, if I'll have to cheat, if I'll have to lie, I will do that. This energy that I'm seeing here, I'm not a fan of. Now, it doesn't have to be so dramatic for all of you, but I am sensing that this connection wasn't really healthy to start with. Another situation, what I'm picking up here, someone was so involved in relationship with someone else that they have lost respect for themselves, and they kept fighting for someone who doesn't really care about them. There's one person in particular who's very focused on their thing, and they're very focused on their goal, and their focus wasn't as much on the relationship itself. It was somewhere else. I gotta do this, I gotta achieve that. And the other person, whatever the connection this was, platonic, romantic, doesn't matter, and the other person is in the back seat. Okay? That's what I am seeing here. There might be there was a conflict for some of you. It doesn't feel like this communication ended in peace for a lot of you. Either it was inward conflict for someone for a long time, it left them scarred, or it was an actual argument that was very bitter. So if this is your scenario, let's get into it. Let's see what is left unsaid. We have the Four of Swords, the Emperor, the Judgment. Temperance. Empress. I have shitloads of major arcana, by the way. All right, let's get to it. Let me just tune in. What they would want to say, they would want to say that I had to move forward with my growth. So I had to do what was necessary in order for me to proceed with that. For some people, this might be somehow connected to work, or somehow your job or your profession connects you to, but it doesn't have to be, because I'm seeing for some people that is the situation. I'm also hearing someone say, now I don't know if this is you or them, so I'm gonna keep it very open here. I'll speak as if I'm speaking through cards. I judged a situation. At that time, I judged a situation to my best ability. And therefore, I had to make a decision that was best suited for me or for both of us in my eyes. I'm gonna be here very straightforward. I am seeing that there is a couple of people involved. Now, if this is a romantic situation, someone had options. If you were involved with this person romantically and they completely disappeared, ghosted you, cut the contact, or started being a little bit flaky, there was someone else in the picture already and they had to make a decision. So they would say, I had choices and there was someone that I really wanted to, I don't know why I'm hearing investigate. So maybe they're working in a job that requires logical mind or requires strategy. I wanted to explore things with this new person. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. Maybe they became closer with someone, not on a romantic level, but they had to make a choice. I'm seeing I have to make a choice between those two people. And in many situations, this person had very important commitments that they could not let go of. For example, if this person had a family, they had to take care of the family. They were committed to the family. That's where my loyalty lies. In the end, it may have not been the case around the time when we were in contact, but at the end, that's where my loyalty lies. I'm also hearing there is the reason for the distance is because of a distance. So maybe you live far away and someone does not see this connection moving forward or this connection deepening because of the physical distance. But in many cases, I'm seeing someone who had to make a decision who they choose, and they have chosen someone. And what is left unsaid is for someone to know that a choice was made. And it feels like someone wants to say, can we end this in peace? Because we have temperance right in the middle here. Can we end this in peace somehow? So maybe they said that to you even before. Or you are yourself, you're like, I don't want any drama here. I'm going to end this in peace. This person is very calculated, so they knew exactly what they were doing. There was a point they're saying where I have lost myself a little bit, but I had to come back on track. And this person is really happy right now. This person took a chance on something or someone, and they want you to know that they're really happy right now. And they're quite successful in life too, what I'm seeing. They're quite successful. Now, if you're asking about a deceased person, I'm seeing once around the time when they transitioned, once they were up there already, they want to say, I'm not alone, I'm with my bestie. So whoever that bestie is for them, and there might be a couple of people, and they feel overjoyed because they really missed someone once they were still here. And now they are reunited. So I'm jumping between scenarios here. Be discerning. But if we're talking about a living person that you've lost contact with, they want you to know that they're super happy where they are in life right now. Their projects are going well, their work life is good, they have strong friendships around them. They maybe even have a child now if they didn't have one before. Yeah, this is, see, like intuitively I put this right there. These two speak about different things. This person acknowledges that around a time when you were still in contact, someone was lagging, someone was dragging something too long, or something was dragging too long, therefore leading to someone's heartbreak or disappointment. There was something to do with timing. Maybe someone couldn't make up their mind, or someone couldn't speak up, or someone couldn't do something to take action, and that broke someone's heart. But there was some sort of ties here. At that point when we were communicating, I'm hearing, I was not in my best state of mind. I was easily tempted, and I was swayed off of my path. Now, I don't know if this is you or this is this person, but there was a temptation that someone took, and they regretted it later. So I hope this made sense, pile number 2. Very interesting read, to say the least. If you need extra content, as usual, you can find me on Patreon or find my main channel. All the links are down below, and I hope you have a beautiful week. Bye for now. Hello, pile number 3 people. So if you skip the intro, just in case, I am letting you know that I'm big on communication. In case you have contacts of this person, please talk to one another. We cannot have a deep relationship without talking to one another. Now, I understand that there might be different cases, maybe more complex cases than that. Maybe some people are asking about deceased. We will see. But in order not to confuse you here today, I would like to check in and see what happened, or whatever cards want to show us about the situation. And if it's yours, you can continue listening. Let's go. I don't know who really likes coffee, but I had to stop the video after pile number 2 before pile 3 to make myself a really good cup of coffee. So either this is you or this is this other person. And I know a lot of people drink coffee, but there might be something very specific about that coffee, if you know what I mean. If that is your case. For example, I only drink it black, right? Or I only have, I don't know, fucking sprinkles on my coffee. Stuff like that. Let's see what cards want to show about this connection. What I'm getting from a get-go, someone couldn't make up their mind, or someone was like afraid to make up their mind, afraid of a decision. But let's see what the cards are showing here. We have the 6 of Pentacles to start with. We have the 10 of Wands. We have the Hanged Man, interesting stuff. And Page of Swords. Okay, that's where the pause happened. And the 4 of Swords. And that's no action, right? Okay. Let's see one more thing. Okay. So let's see now. Yeah, definitely is someone is very or was very stressed over this whole situation. Emotional turmoil I'm hearing. Now, I don't know if this is you or them. I'm just gonna say someone. I'm seeing someone who was very overburdened about this connection due to some sort of either inconsistency, or someone felt like they couldn't provide as much as someone needed. So it could be straightforward financially, it could be emotionally, time-wise, okay? I'm hearing I cannot provide, or I am overworked, I feel like I am under a lot of pressure, and therefore I have to take some time for myself, or I have to make a decision. And maybe around that time the communication stopped. There's also one more possibility, that someone had to focus on their finances or on their responsibilities, which they had a lot, I'm seeing here. And maybe the decision that they made was to move somewhere, or to travel, or to relocate, anything like that. Transition from one place to the other. Now, if we're talking about deceased, this person, their body was very very heavy. It felt really heavy for their soul to be in their body before they passed away. There wasn't enough of something in their system, okay? As if I feel like my body was lacking something. Would it be energy? Would it be I cannot fight anymore? There was some sort of maybe illness. Something progressed over time, but my body feels really, really heavy and it weights me down before I pass away. So I cannot wait for this transition. Is as if that person would say, you know what, it's much lighter now where I'm at, because it was really difficult to be in my body at that point. Okay, so see if this is your stories, guys, and let's continue. Let me have a sip of coffee. I keep hearing move on, move on, move on. Because the chariot popped up again. Okay. Damn, this is gonna be an intense one. We have the Hierophant, the Queen of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Five of Pentacles. I'm just checking in to see what they want to say about this connection that you had together. And now on this other side, we're going to see what else they want to say. What else they want to say? We have Nine of Wands. We have Six of Swords. We have the Emperor. We have the Five of Swords. Okay. We have the Five of Cups. Damn. Now, the situation that I'm seeing here, some people might have been this connection might be a family connection. I'm seeing someone was a mother, someone lived together, or someone was planning to live together. This was a contract that was pre-made prior incarnation, that you two will be in a very close circle. Would it be a very close friendship, or would you be born in the same family? And there's a lot of love that is coming from this person towards you. I can't wait to meet you. But this feels like someone has lost a person in their life who they considered a family member. And it honestly feels like someone has transitioned. For a lot of people, this might be a situation where you lost a person that you dearly loved, and you want to reunite with them, which you will at some point. And you maybe do something to honor them. Maybe, you know, like example, that coffee. You make their favorite food. Whenever you do that, they are around you. They're enjoying that food with you. Someone does it as a tradition to remember them, something that they used to like. Now, if that's not the case, if this is not someone who has passed away, I'm seeing a situation here where this person would say, we had a very strong contract. We had to spend time together in a really close proximity. We had to be close. I have learned quite a lot from this connection because there was a lot of love, a lot of giving, a lot of sharing with one another, sharing good memories. This person, when they reflect on this connection, they have all the good things to say about you. They cherished that time. And there was a point where someone was left alone. There was a point where someone had to go and fight their battles on their own, or continue their journey on their own. Now, this person acknowledges a very conflicting period of time. I'm just gonna see someone, I don't know if this is you who struggled or this is someone else. I split the deck, and we have a tower, yeah. They want to acknowledge that around the time when someone was trying to hold control of situation or hold everything in place, everything was crumbling down around them, and that brought quite a lot of chaos into someone's life, and that led to a time where someone kept thinking about one particular scenario over and over again, and the more they thought about it, the more they were hurting themselves, and that was not beneficial to that person at all. They kept fighting a battle that they didn't have to fight anymore. Someone was trying to hold on to something too much, and therefore that brought quite a lot of turmoil. Example I would give you is someone who's holding on the rope so tightly their hands start bleeding. But do we have to anymore? Do we have to hold on that rope so much? So maybe there was an issue with letting go that someone wants to acknowledge here. We had to let go peacefully. We had to let go peacefully. Maybe someone chosen a fight instead of a peaceful, graceful walk away, if we're talking about a living situation here, not a deceased one. If we're talking about deceased, someone was still fighting for staying, but they knew that it's time for them to go, and they had to let go at one point. They're like, okay, I cannot continue anymore. It's time for me to transition. It's time for me to go. But at the same time, there is this recognition of someone who is hurting themselves because they keep staying in the same place of Five of Cups, right? Reflecting on all the bad things instead of the good things. And what this person would really want to say is to remember the good memories we had instead of all the difficult things that we had gone through. At least that's what this person remembers. That's what they choose to remember. Okay? I want to honor those memories in a positive light. I hope this is making sense. Sorry guys, I did not see I was completely tapped out. Completely tapped out in this reading. Yeah, see, someone was holding on, or maybe someone is still holding on too much on one particular thing. Trying maybe to get something that they see that they don't have anymore, and they don't know if they're going to get it again. It's like I'm being told to pull advice card. Let's see, what is the advice here? What is their advice here? It's more like a message. There is a strong new connection waiting for you if you choose it. If you choose to open your heart, there is a connection in your life. For a lot of you, maybe this is already happening. A connection in your life. At first, you might be conflicted about it. You're like, I don't know. I keep, looking back to the past. See, this night is going backwards. Back to the past, thinking about this separation right here. See, they letting go of their hands. I'm conflicted about that still, so I don't know if I want to take this Ace of Cups. But there is a message saying there is peace coming into your life together with an open heart. Make sure you do not overburden yourself, or you do not take those past burdens to something new that you want to start. Okay, because that's going to bring you quite a lot of turmoil, or to someone else that you are communicating with. This reminds me of a situation where someone brings their baggage. We all have baggage, but they dump it on someone else, and that person has nothing to do with the past baggage. Okay, so your message is that. And also, when this may be not your situation, this may be someone else that you are choosing to communicate with, make sure that there are no baggages dumped from one or the other side, because that's going to make a situation quite difficult to deal with. Not to say that it's not resolvable, but it's not necessary. So someone may have to do a little bit of healing here, recognition of of the past wounds in order to move forward with grace. Okay? Anything else that this person would want to say? The nostalgia, the memories. They're acknowledging the time when both of you went on some sort of venture, or both of you, or maybe one of you, are trying to achieve something in your life. This is connected to work, though, and how you were able to succeed that. This is one of those good memories. If you were helping them somehow with one of their things, projects, hobbies, whatever the case, helping them with something in order for them to succeed, there is a big thank you coming your way from this person. If they helped you out, they want you to remember those good times. It's about the journey, they're saying. It's not about the end goal. And the journey was quite nice that we had. This is a sweet vibe. I hope this made sense, pile number 3. And you are able to determine which messages are yours, which are not. If you need more content, as usual, you can find me on Patreon, or go to the description box. There is my main channel link down below. And I hope you have a beautiful week. Until the next one. Bye.